Hey, and we're back with the basketball enthusiast here, and we're going to touch on a topic concerning the Warriors. In this episode, the Warriors lost Gary Payton II and Otto Porter Jr. in free agency. What does that mean for the Warriors this season, basketball enthusiasts?
That means for the Warriors, they're expecting to give more minutes to Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, James Wiseman, and Jordan Poole, and along with Andrew Wiggins. So that's a lot more of a load on them this year than it was last year. Otto Porter Jr. joined the Toronto Raptors. I forget how much money he joined them for. So he's in Toronto. Apparently, his wife has family in Toronto, so she wanted to go there. So Otto Porter's in Toronto, Canada. Gary Payton II joined the Portland Trailblazers, and now he's gonna be playing alongside Damian Lillard. So he's left them, and they also lost Nemanja Bjelica to. He's playing overseas. He has family over there, so. Now the rotation when it comes to their big men, now they have to give more minutes to James Wiseman if he's healthy. So it's not just Kevon Looney.
Okay, in the West, the Warriors have to compete against these bigs like Karl-Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Davis, Steven Adams, Nikola Jokic, and Jaren Jackson Jr.
Right. So James Wiseman is going to be a very important piece for the Warriors because they have to each playoff series each team they play against, they may have to face the Grizzlies. If they see the Grizzlies again, James Wiseman will help against Ja Morant. Ja Morant likes to attack the basket a lot, and James Wiseman. The reason the Warriors drafted him is because he's a good shot blocker, so he's supposed to help deter Ja Morant from going to the basket as much. If they face the Lakers, in the first round, the second round of the playoffs, James Wiseman is supposed to help with possibly LeBron attacking the basket, which he likes to do a lot. So James Wiseman, the Warriors can use him in many different ways, and also they'll try to use him to match up with Anthony Davis. And if they play the Timberwolves, they may need him against Karl-Anthony. They'll probably need him against Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert, who now have two big men in their lineup. So they're going to need some size when it comes to rebounding. Because the Warriors could always beat these teams with their traditional small ball. But the problem with small ball is they might get out rebounded by teams like the Grizzlies or the Timberwolves. Like small ball can work if they're playing against the Dallas Mavericks, or maybe if they're facing the Miami Heat in a regular season game. Like size like that can help them, but going up against other teams in the West that have bigs with height like Gobert and Towns and Anthony Davis for the Lakers, that's really not going to help them out too much. It might help them out with floor spacing, but you have to get rebounds also. That's another key part. Last year, the Warriors managed to win the title without James Wiseman, which, I was thinking they should have picked up a big man at the deadline, but that's just me. At the trade deadline last year. But they managed to get away with it, and they beat all the other teams. They played the Boston Celtics, who were a really small team, so they managed to beat them. And Kevon Looney actually played a lot better than I thought he was going to. He actually had a game where he had 20 rebounds? Correct me if I'm wrong, 20, or was it 18 rebounds? He out-rebounded, I believe that was against the Grizzlies and the Mavericks. Kevon Looney out-rebounded, and he had set the record for the most rebounds in a playoff game or two games, which hadn't been done in a long time. So Kevon Looney got a whole bunch of offensive rebounds by himself. So, but this time he's gonna have help, as not too many minutes are gonna be on his body with James Wiseman being available. And James Wiseman, from what I saw, I didn't really watch I didn't really watch Summer League, so I wasn't sure how he looked. But from what I've seen in preseason, he looks like he's healthy and ready to go. So he'll be a very vital piece as the Warriors try to defend their title and possibly look to repeat as champions.
Okay, that's good. What did you mention? DeAndre Ayton, Zubac, JaVale McGee, and Christian Wood.
That's another thing. The Western Conference has gotten more loaded with more big men, because now Karl Anthony Towns and Gobert are on the same team. The Dallas Mavericks, they added Christian Wood and JaVale McGee, so that could be another to help them, because Dallas got out-rebounded by the Warriors. That was one of their weaknesses when they played Golden State in the Western Conference Finals before they were gentlemen swept in 5 games. So I think JaVale McGee definitely helps them with grabbing rebounds and rim protection, and Christian Wood is going to help the Mavericks with floor spacing as a big man. So Christian Wood, he actually shot 36% from 3 when he was with the Houston Rockets. And some people are worried about how he's going to play with Luka, because his numbers kind of went down his second year in Houston. But I just think that's from his lack of being motivated on a bad team that really wasn't going anywhere. I think he's going to play a lot better playing with Luka. Also, he fits better with Luka, because now Luka has another guy who can roll to the basket or also step out to the three-point line and hit three-pointers. So Christian Wood, I think, is going to play really well in his system with Jason Kidd. But yeah, he could be another guy. He could be another big man the Warriors might have to see in the playoffs. And then also the Grizzlies, right now, Jaren Jackson Jr. is on the shelf with a broken foot. He's going to miss, I think it's 4 to 6 weeks, so he's going to be out for a while. So Steven Adams is going to be even more important for the Grizzlies. But yeah, James Wiseman, they might need him against Steven Adams. They might need him against Steven Adams, as I said. Ivica Zubac, or Zubas, when he a lot of Laker fans remember him. He plays for the Clippers now. But yeah, he'll be important depending on each team the Warriors play now in the West. They have 2 or multiple bigs that are going to help them with rebounding. So James Wiseman's role is going to be very vital for them.
Yeah, you mentioning Kevon Looney and James Wiseman. You said it was important to have both of them, to keep both of them.
Yeah, it's important to have both Kevon Looney and James Wiseman, because they're because Kevon Looney, you don't want him playing too many minutes, and you don't want him getting tired, because once he gets tired, you need another big that you can go to. And
right.
Draymond is kind of undersized. He's 6'6" or 6'7", and Steven Adams is 7 feet. And then Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert are 2 guys who are, I believe, close to 7 feet. So they're going to be underneath the basket with Draymond, and they're going to box him out and out-rebound him. So it helps to have James Wiseman underneath the basket to try to fight for the rebound over Karl Anthony Towns or Rudy Gobert. And fighting for rebounds is important, because you give Steph and Clay extra looks. Like if they miss a shot, now they have Wiseman to rebound and give the ball right back to them. And usually with Steph and Clay, if they get second opportunities, they don't miss them. They don't miss them again. So that'll be very important in the series, the rebounding.
Right, and we wish the Warriors the best. We also want to congratulate Jordan Poole and Wiggins on their contract extension.
Yeah, on their max deals.
Yes.
Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole, 2 guys who are very important for the Warriors. They really helped them, especially Andrew Wiggins. If Stephen Curry didn't have the performance he had, I think he could have been the Finals MVP. Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins was their second best player in the Finals against Celtics. Andrew Wiggins actually took on the tough assignment of guarding Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown at times, and he did not just took on the assignment, but he did an unbelievable job, which surprised me. So Andrew Wiggins helped, being in Golden State, helped turn his reputation around for me. The guy who's only concerned about stats. He can be on the winning team and knows what it takes. So I credit that to Stephen Curry, his leadership, and talking to Wiggins and taking him under his wing. So Steph obviously helped Andrew Wiggins, and the Warriors have been a team. They've been there, I believe, since 2017 for guys who want to redeem reputations or fix their reputation, so to speak. JaVale McGee, he was known as somebody who was silly and kind of goofy because of his Shaq and the Fool. But JaVale McGee showed on the winning team.
Important piece, yeah.
Yeah, he showed on the winning team that he could be very vital and play his role to his best. He was a really good shot blocker for them and a rebounder for them. So he didn't just, ride the bench. He was very important. And now they seem to have their younger version of JaVale McGee and James Wiseman, which isn't an insult to James Wiseman, but I'm comparing their shot blocking abilities. But Wiseman's also shown in practice that he's working on his three-pointer as well. So if Wiseman can space the floor and rebound, that's another bonus for the Warriors. So the paint isn't clogged. You have to worry about him on the perimeter. And the Denver Nuggets, they added DeAndre Jordan, who played for the Lakers last year, and they went to 76ers. So DeAndre Jordan, if he has anything left, and he can work with Michael Malone, the head coach of the Denver Nuggets, he's gonna be another guy who can help give not only Jokic a spell or help Jokic when he's tired, but DeAndre Jordan can also give them extra possessions when Jokic is sitting on the bench. So he'll be another guy who can rebound for them and get Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. extra looks on the perimeter.
All right, so that's our take for the Warriors this season so far. Stick with us, and we'll see you back in the next episode. Thanks for joining us.
Please like and subscribe to our channel.
Yes, thank you. Have a good night.